about the traffic conditions in the city. Just today morning, I started from home at 9. And I expected to reach here by 9:30 because yesterday it took me half an hour, but it took me 1 hour today. That's because the peak traffic is, the time I took yesterday, the traffic was a bit lesser at that time. So probably, if we want to save time by reducing getting stuck in traffic, we should analyze peak times of traffic and other possible ways to get across this problem. Something like one of the reasons is because you have too many vehicles on the road, and I think a way to contribute to the lessening that would be to not buy your own vehicle, but probably do a carpool, or you can't ask for lifts obviously, but you can take an auto occasionally, and you could hire a vehicle for a regular basis, for a month or something like that. That's it. I think it's something which everybody does, especially software engineers, but probably the bosses won't know about it. Expecting something to be. Okay, there is one scenario where a software engineer is induced into playing the game. What happens is we work for, say, minimum of 8 hours a day, sit in front of the comp, and the work is, okay, it could be interesting, but over a period of time, it just, you know what it is, it gets mundane. So at that point of time, you need to refresh your mind, and that's when you turn to already pre-installed games like Minesweeper and Solitaire. And I have a friend over here who's interested in games, so at least. Okay. Some of the other alternatives are, browsing and taking tea, coffee, chatting with your friends. But if you want to remain in your place and you want to entertain yourself, you need not depend on anyone. Just open Minesweeper, and it's like how do you explain? Once you take it as a challenge to make a record, it's totally addictive, and you end up sitting for hours together playing that game, and you just get lost in it. So that way, if you have a deadline, you better not do it, but otherwise it's a very good idea to play a game like Minesweeper. And some of the other logical games which I do occasionally to refresh my mind are Sudoku, Kakuro, and crosswords. I think you might have seen this paper called Bangalore Times. Although most of it is not reading stuff, just for seeing. At least some of the paper is good for some kind of refreshment, and that is the puzzles part. And in that you have I think four or five puzzles. Of that, Sudoku and Kakuro are always there. Sudoku, I guess everybody knows how to play it, but if you're bored of Sudoku, it's just arranging 9 symbols in 9 boxes. So if you're bored of that, I'd suggest you try this game called Kakuro. And Kakuro, what's unique about it is it improves your addition skills. Addition is the most basic operation which you do, and subtraction is the modification of addition. Multiplication is again the modification of addition. So if you're good at addition, you're good at everything else. So if you want to improve your addition skills, play Kakuro. And the thing is, play Kakuro, you get to know certain things like the sum of 23 in 3 numbers. See, three single digit natural numbers, it has to be 6, 8, 9. 24 is 7, 8, 9. So such things you just develop over a period of time. You don't sit and learn it. So I like that part about it. And crosswords is something which I really love to. And the best crossword, if you ask me, is Hindu crossword. It's because you need to have a really, the approach you take to solving a crossword, it really needs to be out of the box. It's like, I can't think of an example right now, but if you can look at a solved, you take yesterday's paper, look at the questions, and you see the solved answers today. You'll find that you need to think a lot to get a particular solution. It's really amazing. Okay, these are the games for say people who are just casual and just want to start gaming. I like to move on to some more kind of professional games. Okay. This is the first type of game is the combat games. If you would probably heard of this gaming console called PlayStation. And if you are a PlayStation fan, you'll know this game called Tekken. Okay, I guess I'm going to. How many of you are familiar with PlayStation PS2s? Okay, I'll just tell you how I feel about these. See, the thing is, what I'm trying to do is I want all of you to try at least one of these games. And the thing is, you get a lot of satisfaction by completing. The game is designed in such a way that you progress level by level. Each time you complete a level, you get a great feeling of satisfaction. And when you're playing with your friend or your enemy, when you defeat him, you just love it. It's an amazing feeling, and it's as good as kicking his ass in real life. But then, that's a good substitute because nobody gets hurt, and probably egos might get hurt, but you can't help. These are some of my favorite games. Tekken. This is a PlayStation game. Probably. It's a really amazing graphics, gameplay, everything is amazing. Modern Combat is a pretty. Modern Combat, the PC version is a pretty older game. Modern Combat 4. That's the one I'm familiar with. It's very complex. I mean, it's kind of over. Okay. Next, what next thing? I just wanted to give a small introduction to all the games. If you're a guy who's interested in strategy, like you want to like organizing things, try this. Thank you.